Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Too Faced Sweet Peach swatching video. So basically all I'm going to do is tell you my thoughts and opinions and maybe give you a little backstory on how I actually first felt about it when we got it the second time in my store. Not the first time, but the second time, because I didn't really think I liked it. In my store, we keep like the testers open all the time, so I think with all the vents like kind of blowing down on them, it made them dry out a little bit. So sometimes I would go in and play with them, you know, and it would feel like chalky and dry, and I was like, $49 for this? So yeah, no, at first I really did not care about this palette. I couldn't understand all the hype behind it, and I mean the colors were really pretty, but like I said, when I would swatch them at work, they weren't giving me any color payoff. So there was some that did, but for the most part, like the ones like Candied Peach, which is my ultimate favorite in this palette, that one right there was very dry. So the fact that the favorite one that I wanted was dry was like, no. But Too Faced was very generous, and they gave all of us the palette in gratis. So I got it for free, and so I was like, all right, well, this is what everybody wants to see, so let me start playing with it and make some videos with it. And I'm very happy I did, because I realized I do love this palette. It doesn't beat my Modern Renaissance palette. It just, I don't really see anything beating that palette, but I do find myself reaching for this a lot. It's very pretty. It's a good color ranging. So I'm gonna start the swatching just so you guys can see. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like one row at a time. And I'm probably gonna end up having to take pictures because I do work from my iPhone 5S, yes, oldie. Therefore, it's probably not going to show up as much as I want, so I'm probably going to end up taking photos of each arm just to kind of show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so I think that's in a decent focus. So I'm going to start with the top row, and this one is White Peach. And even though it's pretty much the same color as my skin, it still shows up, which is nice. And then I'm going to go in with Luscious, which is my ride or die, I think, of all the shimmers. Ugh, like that is just so freaking pretty. And then I'm going to go in with Just Peachy, which I honestly haven't even played with yet. And that's pretty. It doesn't have as much pigment as Luscious, but that's alright. It still has decent pigment. This color is Bless Her Heart, and I'm really intrigued by this color, and I definitely do want to play with this one. And that has a really pretty color payoff as well. Let me grab a makeup wipe because I'm running out of fingers. Yeah, so let's go with Temptin'. I have a little bit of this on my eye. It's kind of like a charcoaly black that has really nice pigment, and it's smooth, very smooth. And then we're gonna go in with Charmed, I'm sure, another shade I actually have on. And you know, it works better on the eyes than I think it does swatch. So yeah, so that is the top row. And I just realized I forgot to take a picture. So I guess that's not happening in this video. So hopefully you guys can actually see the colors because I already wiped it off. All right, so let's get into the second row, and this one is going to be Nectar, which I think is very pretty. And I think if you have more of like medium to tan skin, this is going to be like really pretty inner corner highlight. For me, it's a little too gold because I'm so like pale. So yeah. Next one is Cobbler. This is another one I haven't really played with, but I think it's really pretty. Oh yeah, that's like really pretty. That's going to be great in the summer when you want like kind of like that bronze look. And now we're going to go in with Candied Peach, which I already told you I absolutely love, which it's still not swatching that well. But if you see my tutorials, I use it all the time, and it works really well in the eye. Yeah. So now we're going to go with Bellini. This color is really pretty. And as you can see, and this is Peach Pit. I have used this color It's nice. It's like a deep kind of purpley black, almost bronzy. I don't know. It's different and it's very pretty. I do like it. And then we're gonna go with Delectable, which is like a deep purple. And that's really pretty. Yeah. I mean, it's a little chalky towards the end of the swatch, but purples sometimes are really hard to do, guys, so keep that in mind. So here's that. Yeah. All right. So let's go in. My arm is clean again. We're gonna go with Peaches and Cream, which I love to use this one to kind of set my eye, like after I've already put some primer on. I really don't use it for much else. And then Georgia is what I've been using as my transition. It's very like, it's honestly not a huge color like to swatch, but it does work really good as a transition shade. I use it all the time for my transition. And then I'm going to go in with Caramelized. Probably said that completely wrong, which that's going to be really pretty in the summer too. Like, I say this with like in the summer because I do some less tanning. Like I don't actually get a tan. But yeah. I feel like these bronzy, darker, goldish colors always look better on my skin. Next is Puree. I use this a lot. I have this on today. And there you go. Swatches pretty decently. I definitely will say that the shimmers seem to have more swatchability. Is that a word? I don't know. But they work really well in the eye. And that's kind of really all I care about. Like, yes, swatches are really nice for like photos and stuff like that. But sometimes I'll swatch something and I'll think it like is amazing and then I'll put it on my eye and I'm like, oh, well, that doesn't work great. So it's really about the eye, but this kind of helps you to see the colors at least. So this is Summer Yum. I've also used this color. I don't have it on today, but I love this color and I love the name. Summer Yum is such a cute name, and it has a nice like warmish brown, almost like with a little bit of like a red undertone to it. So it's very pretty. And then the last color is Talk Derby to me. This is very pretty too. It has like, oh, it's not swatching nicely. But it's kind of like a black with like, blackish purple with like purpley pink like reflex in it. I really haven't used this too much lately. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't really used that color too much, so I don't know. I guess that one definitely isn't going to be pretty in the swatches. But yeah, so that's the third row, as you can see. So I guess you could say my overall opinion on this is definitely very high. I think it's a very beautiful palette. I think you can create a lot of different types of looks from it. I already have. Are all of the colors 100% like amazing? No, but not too many palettes have like 100% amazing. I mean, the Mono Renaissance definitely does. Like every single color is just amazing. But they also have a lot less colors in theirs. Theirs, I believe, has 14 in it. And this has it, yeah, so this one has an 18. So there's more shades in here. So, I mean, you are getting more colors for $7 more. To me, if you can get both, get both. If not, it really, I think, depends on the kind of color scheme that you like to have. If you like really warm and berry, I would say Mono Renaissance. But if you're more of like a peachy with a little bit of plum, then this one was probably better for you. I will say I wish there were some more mattes in here. And that's about it. I don't know. I think it's a good palette, you guys. I give it 2 thumbs up, which I honestly didn't even think I was going to like it. I thought I was going to do a couple tutorials with it and then tell you guys I hated it, and that's not the case. So yeah. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this video on the swatching of the Sweet Peach palette. I'm just gonna have to say it like that every time I talk about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rambled on way too much. Oh, and by the way, I did record this look as I was doing it. It is inspired by the Zon Taylor Swift music video. I will have that posted after this video. I kind of wanted to break up my makeup tutorials a little bit with like a talking. Sure, why not? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it so that way I can know if you want more videos like this, so I can show you some swatching on some of my other palettes. And thank you so very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. blah. And please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you next time.